The world can be very bizarre, and gaming can be even more so. That's why today gameranx is bringing you 10 weird gaming stories that actually happened in June. Number 10, if you like the aesthetic of Overwatch but the gameplay of Street Fighter V, well, there is a mod for you. Mei from Overwatch is now playable in Street Fighter V, as well as a lot of other characters. Not just from Overwatch, but people are modding Street Fighter V to contain characters from other franchises. Now, in simply describing this to you, it's not that weird. But when you see it, when you see Overwatch characters fighting each other in Street Fighter, it's just bizarre. It's like impure even. Not that Overwatch is bad or Street Fighter is bad or really anything is bad. Everything involved here is great. It's just so utterly out of place. But to tell you the truth, that's part of why I enjoy mods. Number 9, HP recently announced a gaming backpack. That's right, that's a computer that's also a backpack for VR gaming. It does sound more convenient for VR, I'm not gonna lie, but it is also wearing a computer on your back. I mean, it's a pretty hefty computer. It's got a Core i5 or i7 and up to 32 gigabytes of memory. They haven't announced the graphics card yet, but still, it sounds like a good computer. It's not going to be cheap though, on account it's probably going to be a lot like a laptop. And VR-ready laptops are costing about 3 times as much, and it's gonna take a massive amount of power for the battery. It'll last about an hour on a charge, but has like an intermittent battery, so you can change the battery out without shutting it off. And it's like you really want to be in a virtual world in somewhere that's not your room. Because if I dunk myself in a VR, I don't really want to do it on the train, let's just say. Number 8, very, very briefly on the Xbox store, Fallout 4 was free. Due to a glitch, all of Fallout 4's content, including the DLC, was all free for a very brief period of time. Now, it was resolved very quickly, but I'm sure at least a few people got this attached to their account. And feel free to correct us in the comments, but from the looks of it, it seems like people got to keep it. Number 7, a couple in China got married and instead of having a reception, headed for an internet cafe and started playing some online games in something that somehow bizarrely offended people around the world. Yes, check out the comment sections for any article on this one and get ready. It seems like a couple people that really like video games and each other doing what they like, you know, together after getting married. I mean, there's other stuff they could have done in public that nobody wanted to see. Good for them, I say. Number 6, somebody actually managed to rig up a bunch of potatoes to play Skyrim with. Yep, you heard me. They actually took a bunch of potatoes, and because potatoes conduct electrical pulses, created a game controller out of them. Now, I'm impressed that somebody did this just from a mechanical perspective, but even more impressed after having just looked at what they were playing the game with and knowing that they were playing it without it just looking like a huge mess. Number 5, a YouTube user by the name of Celestrian Games uploaded a bunch of videos of them beating Dark Souls 3 bosses with their feet. As in, they put their feet on the controller and control the game with their feet and beat the bosses and not actually do that bad or bad at all. Dark Souls 3 isn't exactly an easy game. There's no good reason to make fun of this either, it's just awesome. Number 4, a copyright reporting organization called Copyright Universal randomly decided the entire internet needed to go. They decided to spend a few days reporting, it seems like, everything that they saw as infringing on copyright. Just, I see this, so it's infringing on copyright, is the logic that they were applying. Now, the purpose of the reporting system is to get copyright infringing content out of Google search results, but I have a feeling that the MPAA film ratings page is not copyright infringing, nor is anything on Netflix or that Amazon is selling. Like, there's a takedown notice for hulu.com/originals, content that Hulu has made for hulu.com. It's just dumb. Number 3, France is going to be a DLC in Battlefield 1, while the United States is a main inclusion, which, by the way, Americans didn't enter World War I until 2.5 years into the conflict. France, as you know, is right near Germany and kind of had been involved for a while. Now, to be fair, France is going to have a specific DLC that's supposedly going to show a side that we're not used to seeing, according to DICE's Julian Wera anyway, but there's just a little level of irony. Also, no Russians. There are no Russians involved. Yet. That we know of, even though for real there were Russians involved. Number 2, a young Chinese man ran away from home and had a 6-day gaming binge, and during the course of which, his feet started to rot. He wasn't taking care of himself, and like many people in China, was completely obsessed with online gaming. According to police, he said that he didn't care about anything but online gaming, and obviously was willing to do so at the cost of his own health. This highlights how crazy it's gotten in China regarding online gaming though. There are people that are ready to call people obsessed here in the United States, but no. The stories we see come out of China are not few and far between. It's just this is the first one we've seen about rotting feet because of gaming. This leads me to wonder if they'll start marketing something called gaming wipes, which allows you to handle some of your hygiene crap while you're sitting and playing a game nonstop for 6 days straight. And finally, number 1, a fellow by the name of Chris Burwell decided, hey, you know what? I want to go to prom, but I don't want to bring a human being. No. My date should be my one true love, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and so he did. And this strangely normal-looking young man carried the game around all night. He claims to have came up with the idea to bring the game the day of prom because he couldn't find a date. But the quote was, "It was always going to be Smash. I'm not, like, a total loser, but I don't know any girls I would take." I mean, hey, a lot of people do choose video games over the opposite sex, so, I mean, that's not weird. Sometimes you just want to sit down and play. But, I mean, this isn't that. This is going to prom with a disc. He posted a bunch of photos to his Twitter account, but not any professional prom photos, which I'm really hoping he did. Did you see any weird gaming stuff this month? Or did you happen to see any of this stuff? Let's meet down in the comments, have a chat. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, and if you're not subscribed, now is a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every single day of the week, and the best way to see them first is of course a subscription. As always, we thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Falcon, you can follow me on Twitter at FalconTheHero, and we'll see you next time, right here on GameRanx.